as a whole, I love what we've been doing throughout the course of the postseason. Expect us to keep doing it. But again, man, it's a tough task every night against these starters. Again, this game is totally different than game 2. You know, we're not worried about Yamamoto. I don't think he's pitching today, so I hope he's not. But it's totally different every single day.
I'm trying to just go and do it like it is any other game. Obviously, it's the World Series for my hometown team, and it's awesome. But I think for me, it's very like sentimental and amazing. But I think that's kind of something I'll look back on more and focus on and like really feel the feelings of it maybe when this is all done. But I'm just trying to go to work and do well.
You know, we know Scherzer from years past, and we have to know that he's going to come in and compete and make pitches, and we got to have a good game plan and execute and play sound baseball, and you know, then everything will take care of itself.
I absolutely respect playing in a World Series, what that means, and absolutely cherish these opportunities. So, yeah, when I get a chance to get the ball, man, this means everything.
11-4 Blue Jays in Game 1, 5-1 Dodgers in Game 2. When the series is tied at 1, the Game 3 winner goes on to win the series 70% of the time. And the Dodgers will put the ball in the hand of Tyler Glasnow. They got this dominant starting rotation. He's got the most eye-popping power stuff of the bunch.
He does. 6'8" downhill with the power fastball, curveball, slider, and I think that sinker will come into play as well, as he will throw those 4 pitches, but he gets downhill. He creates that illusion of that fastball up, and then the breaking ball right off of it is tough to hit.
You might be asking, why the boos for George Springer? Well, Mo, it's because Springer was a part of the 2017 Houston Astros.
Yep, and the Dodgers have been waiting. Dodger fans have been waiting for him to come back. So, yeah, his first appearance in a World Series since then.
On a 1-2, Springer strikes out swinging. Glasnow blows it by him at 98. And that gets the people out of their seats early.
One thing that we've seen with Glasnow in the postseason, the starts that he's had, he's come on, especially in that first inning. Talk about adrenaline overload.
1 out, nobody on. Now the left-handed hitting left fielder Nathan Lucas, who's 1 for 5 so far in the series. Swings at the first pitch, pops it in the air, left field side. Kike Hernandez running toward the wall. Right next to the wall, he makes the catch and foul ground. About 15 feet beyond the netting down the left field line. Kike Hernandez secures out number 2. Keeps the bags clear. Important anytime for any pitcher, but especially when you have Vladimir Guerrero Jr. stepping in. Fly to right, routine for Teoscar Hernandez. He has the read and he makes the catch. Tyler Glasnow finishes a 1-2-3 first inning on just 8 pitches. He puts up a 0.
For Scherzer, his 5th World Series start. He's done that with 4 different teams. The only position player with more than that. You go back to Lonnie Smith, World Series appearances with 5 different teams in his career.
Mad Max has completed his warm-up tosses, now marching around the infield as Shohei Ohtani marches to the batter's box. That's roped down the right field line. It's a fair ball just inside the line. It takes 1 hop though, and it goes over the fence into the seats for an automatic double to lead things off.
How important is it for teams early to make a statement? Well, the Dodgers have the opportunity to make a statement right here. Max Scherzer, when he was signed, he goes, look, I'm here to win.
So Ohtani immediately in the scoring position in a scoreless Game 3. Here's Mookie Betts.
He kicks and the 2-2 is popped up. Vladdy moving back from first. Barger racing forward, loses his cap and makes the grab right on top of the chalk. They rule it fair and Barger wisely gets it back into Andres Gimenez to keep Shohei Ohtani at second. That's a big first out for Max Scherzer, but by no means out of the woods. Scoreless game, bottom of the first. With Ohtani on second, Freddie Freeman is up. And the 1-1 is lifted high left side of the infield. Ernie Clement steps over the chalk, angles back to fair territory on the grass. He reels it in. A one-handed catch off to his left, and 2 outs in a row after giving up the Ohtani double. 2 down.
So Max Scherzer now and out away from stranding that leadoff double.
Runner on second, 2 down, 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Scherzer bounces back off the leadoff double and caps off the inning with a curve to punch out Smith.
Bo Bichette leads off the second for the Blue Jays. Game 1 of this World Series was his first action since September 6th.
Bichette swings and lines the ball down in center field, a base hit. Second hit of the playoffs for Bichette. Best swing we've seen so far. It was a little roller in game one. That was a patented Bichette line drive to dead center.
These Blue Jays have just put pressure on pitchers from the jump throughout this postseason. Leadoff man on again right here. Glasnow's falling behind both guys in this inning, 3-1. First, oh boy. Everybody's confused. Varsho's still in his spot. Bichette's wandered off of the base and he's out. He thought it was ball 4. I think we all thought it was ball 4. But the home plate umpire, Mark Wegner, said strike 2, and so that was a live ball. Bichette is out, 1 away.
I'm going to be honest, I have never seen that before. Very clearly, that was out of the strike zone. You see the flinch from home plate umpire Mark Wagner. He didn't make the call. Dalton Varsho throws his bat, and then he makes the call. I would be irate if I was John Schneider. Obviously, we're in the second inning, so you don't want to get too angry with the umpire, but man, oh man, I have never seen that before.
Another 3-2. That one's in the dirt. Let's wait. All right, ball 4. Dalton Varsho can go down to first.
That's a great at-bat from Dalton Varsho. He
walked
twice, yeah.
Alejandro Kirk to the plate. Varsho on first, 1 out. Line drive, right field, base hit. Varsho making the turn around second. He will head into third. Kirk stops at first, and they got Glasnow cornered here with 1 out in the top of the second inning.
Now, walk to Varsho is now on third base. Potential first run of the game. And here's Addison Barger, the lefty slugger. Cut on and miss, strike 3. High heat for Glasnow. His second K of the game. 2 gone in the second inning. It does not get any easier. Yes, Barger has pop, but Ernie Clement has a red-hot bat and elite bat control. And Clement lines it to center field. Pages will hustle in, and he's there to make the catch. He waited a moment to make sure he read it right, and he did. So Tyler Glasnow put Blue Jays on the corners with 1 out, but he stranded them both in a scoreless second inning. 2 hits, but 2 stranded for Toronto. 5th World Series start tonight, and it's a treat for all of us that we get to watch Mad Max in World Series theater.
Did give up 19 home runs in the 17 starts during the regular season.
And here's a Dodger who really needs to find it fast. Teoscar Hernandez. He is 0 for 7 in this World Series. He has struck out 5 times. Perhaps a little bit of a tough zone against him in game 2, but he also hasn't helped himself as he has been chasing and flailing at pitches out of the zone. Hernandez 4 for his last 27, a 148 batting average.
Hernandez drills one, left field, forget about it. Dodgers strike first in a loud way. And the full experience of Teoscar Hernandez from one day to the next, from a 4 strikeout game in game 2 to a home run to start the scoring in game 3.
Well, Max is going to want that pitch back, and I think he's going to want that pitch selection back. I thought a slider there would have been the better pitch on a guy who swings down below the zone. The curveball gives him a chance to catch up.
What were you saying, Mo, about that home run problem for Scherzer?
Did I say that he gave up some home runs, 19 during the regular season? Well, Teoscar Hernandez looking for the good swing, had a good pitch, and he did both.
Teams that out-homer the opposition in these playoffs, 26-5.
A couple of ground ball outs to start the 3rd inning for Glasnow. Now Nathan Lucas. Dodger fans starting to wave those blue rally towels ahead of this 2-2. 2 outs, nobody on, 1-0 Dodgers in the 3rd. The pitch. Got him swinging. The slider to sit down Lucas. A strikeout to complete a 1-2-3 third for the right-hander. A shutdown 3rd at that. 1-0 Dodgers, 2.5 innings complete.
Back to the top in Ohtani. Started this game with a double, and in this postseason, really, it's that huge game 4 of the championship series with the 3 home runs, 174 outside of that. The Blue Jays have done a good job against him. He did have the home run in game 1, but inconsequential. Comes back in. It's lifted to deep right field. Towards the corner. Goodbye. Ohtani goes deep. And the Dodgers lead game 3 on a pair of solo home runs, 2-0. They came inside, and Ohtani went to where he's comfortable going right now.
Well, he sped him up with the curveball, and what I mean by speeding up, he knows now a fastball is going to come, and he's going to get the barrel of the bat as quick as he can to it. Away, he would not have done anything, as we just documented. But that's why Ohtani is pretty special.
Postseason home run number 7 for number 17. 2-0 Dodgers. 2 outs, bases clear. Freddie Freeman the batter. The Dodgers on top 2-0 here in game number 3. Scherzer's 3-1. This is outside, ball 4. A 2-out walk continues the third. And now we see some stirring in the Toronto right field bullpen. 2 outs, Freddie Freeman on first. On a 2-2, Freeman runs. Scherzer misses outside, ball 3 to throw down to second to tag, not in time. Freeman with a foot-first slide. It was a wide pitch. Kirk did great work behind the plate to even make it close at second low. The Blue Jays may want to take a look at this. They are asking for headsets. There was a high tag from Bichette on the left shoulder of Freeman, and he might have got him. Freddie's left foot. Call on the field was safe, made at second base by Adam Hammery.
After review, the call on the field stands. The runner is safe.
So Freddie Freeman has his first stolen base of the postseason, and he gets into scoring position. Toronto loses one of its challenges with one left.
They lose their challenge. Here's the other part, too. Scherzer's going to be making his 60th pitch on this next offering to Will Smith.
Now he's leading off second, and the payoff pitch to Smith is lined toward right field, a base hit. Barger gets it on a bounce. Here comes Freeman. The throw from Barger on the money, and they got him by a mile. Addison Barger with a rope to the plate, and that is how the third inning ends. Dodgers do get a run on the Ohtani home run. They had 2 hits. They leave one on thanks to Addison Barger's throw on the fly and a good tag by Kirk to end the inning. Blue Jays had traffic in the second, but nothing in the first or third. They have 2 hits and a walk so far against Glasnow. Vladdy himself is 0 for 1. Check swing, pitch in the dirt, appeal to first, no swing, says Alan Porter, and it's a leadoff walk. A nice start to this inning.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. tossed his bat away, looking at the dugout saying, let's go, as he trots down to first base. He's right. This offense has to get going here in this inning.
2-0 LA. Vladdy leads off first. Here's Bo Bichette, who singled and then was controversially picked off in the second. Hit on the ground right side. Edman has it go under his glove into right. Vladdy around second, and he will go into third on a Tommy Edman miscue.
That is an absolute gift from the Dodgers, from Tommy Edman. He was thinking turn and get that ball to second base before it was actually in his glove. What a miscue. A big base running choice from Vladimir Guerrero Jr. going first to third there, and we still have nobody out in this inning.
Can Tyler Glasnow pick up Edman in the defense? Scored E4.
Now with runners on first and third and 1 out, Alejandro Kirk is up. He has the most recent Blue Jay hit in this game. A knock to right field in the second.
Knocked in the Blue Jays' last run, their only run in game 2 with a sacrifice fly. Breaking ball, drilled to left center field. Pages going back. He's at the track. He's at the wall, and it's gone. Kirk has changed game 3 with a 3-run shot.
3-run missile. Alejandro Kirk, and the Blue Jays lead in the top of the 4th, 3-2. Glasnow hanged it. Kirk banged the curveball out to center field. A 394-foot blast.
It is really, really tough to wait back on a good breaking curveball when a pitcher throws 98 miles an hour at the top of the strike zone. What a swing from Alejandro Kirk, the biggest of his career.
And Barger smokes the liner to right for a base hit. Absolutely tagged it as that slider hung, and Barger's on first with 1 out. Clement slices a ball, little looper down the right field line, fair ball. Barger around second. He easily gets into third. A little dunk there from Ernie Clement, who's now tied Vladimir Guerrero Jr. with his 22nd hit, passing Paul Molitor for the most in a single postseason by a Blue Jay. Ernie on first, Barger on third, corners in, middle back. Here's Andres Jimenez. And Jimenez hits it high. Center field and deep. Pages back to the warning track. He makes the catch. Barger tagging. He'll come home. Throw into second. Clement is safe tagging from first. Running to score to make it 4-2. And Ernie Clement gambles to get into scoring position. And it's 4-2 Blue Jays on a Jimenez sac fly.
Mission accomplished for the Blue Jays. They've got the Dodgers starter out of the game in the 5th inning. Tyler Glasnow, who entered this game with a 0.68 in the postseason, meets his match against his Blue Jays offense. Dodger bullpen goes to work as Anthony Banda replaces Tyler Glasnow. Lefty-lefty against Dalton Varsho.
On a 1-1, Varsho pops it up on the infield. Right side, Mookie Betts is running over just right of the mound by about 10 feet. He makes the catch, and that ends the inning. So the leadoff walk of Lucas is stranded by Banda. closes the book on glass now in the top of the 5th inning.
Well, Max, when he's been given 4 or more runs in his career, talk about the lead, 176-4, and his team is 194-24. That was pretty good.
Kike hits it hard up the middle into left center field for a leadoff base hit.
They're trying to sneak a 95-mile-an-hour fastball right by him after having success with breaking balls away from him.
And as Shohei Ohtani walks to the plate, John Schneider walks out of the Blue Jays dugout. Max Scherzer talking right now, but he willingly hands the ball off in an admirable effort from Max Scherzer, who goes 4 1/3, leaves with 1 out and a runner on. First top of the order for the Dodgers.
Mason Fluharty, the lefty, is brought in, and he really has one job in this World Series: to handle the Dodgers' big lefties of Ohtani and Betts. He has done that in his young career facing Shohei, who is 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts against Fluharty.
A breaking ball is drilled to left center field, slicing towards the gap. And off the warning track, up against the wall. Hernandez headed home. There is no throw. It's a ringing double from Ohtani. His 3rd extra base hit of the game has made it 4-3.
RBI double Shohei Ohtani. We got a 1-run game in Game 3.
And this game takes on a whole different flavor now. But remember the Dodgers in that first inning with Ohtani at second base. The leadoff double were not able to get the run in.
Freddie Freeman, a .322 hitter in his career with runners in scoring position. That is 3rd over the last 50 years. Tony Gwynn, Rod Carew, Freddie Freeman. Looking for a base hit here to tie up Game 3.
Freeman pulls it. Fair ball down the line. Beyond a diving Guerrero. Ohtani's going to score. We are tied at 4 here in Game 3. Freddie Freeman comes through.
Well, we talk about the Dodger bullpen struggles. The Blue Jays pen, a concern for them as well. The Dodgers jump on Mason Fluharty, the 2 lefties that he's brought on to face.
It's the top of the order for the Blue Jays. Comes up in the 7th. Justin Wroblewski's second inning of work is against George Springer. Springer hits it foul, 0-1. George Springer a little bit shaken up on that swing. And for the second time in the playoffs, an opposing crowd is going to boo a potentially injured player.
I'm wondering if he's grabbing his side.
Looks like George Springer's coming out of this game straight away. He goes right down to the tunnel.
My goodness.
Bottom of the 7th inning here at Dodger Stadium. Blake Treinen, his first appearance of this fall classic. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is the hitter.
Poked up the middle, a base hit into center field. Guerrero on for the first time, or rather second time in the game, his first hit. And the inning continues with 2 outs.
And here comes Bo Bichette. This is why John Schneider has him in the lineup for situations like this. He's not going to try to do too much. He's just going to try to get something into the gap and score Vladimir Guerrero from first base. What a moment for him. It's a tough at-bat for Blake Treinen.
Bichette sprays it down the right field line, fair ball. Ricochets off the sidewall into shallow right. Vladdy around second and third. He gets the wave. Teoscar Hernandez with the throw home. He's safe! Offline, and he reached the hand in. Smith had to field on the edge of the dirt circle, work back to home plate. But for now, they say he didn't beat Vladdy to home. Will Dave Roberts challenges the question?
I mean, I'm pretty sure he was safe at home plate. What a slide from Vladimir Guerrero Jr. It's obvious. We're seeing the call now.
It's a single for Bichette and a 5-4 Blue Jay lead in the top of the 7th inning.
Nobody on base. Obviously, a lot of people would question if you pitch around Shohei Ohtani. Why would you do that with 1 out, nobody on? You don't want to put the tying run on base. But again, he's a unicorn, a lot like Aaron Judge, a lot like Cal Raleigh, where he can hit a baseball and go deep and tie this ball game. You don't want to leave one fat over the heart of the plate. With that being said, I trust Sir Anthony Dominguez's stuff that if he locates a fastball and locates that sweeper or split finger, he can get Shohei Ohtani out. It's just a matter of will he do that in this at-bat.
Center cut fastball, blast one, and ties it. Shohei, 5-5.
He is 7 for his last 7 at Dodger Stadium with 5 home runs. We're tied again in Game 3.
Yep, Ohtani didn't have to hit a home run, but feel free if you want to, big guy. You want to hit it out? Who are we to argue?
And Ohtani is just the second player in the history of the World Series to come up with 4 extra base hits. in one game. He ties it at 5.
I'm not sure what that meeting looked like between Pete Walker and Sir Anthony Dominguez, but I can guarantee it didn't say throw one down the middle.
Young right-hander, the 23-year-old from Japan, Roki Sasaki, is in as the 5th reliever out of Dave Roberts' pen tonight. He comes in looking to keep this game where it is. It's 5-5 Blue Jays and Dodgers. Sasaki works with runners on first and second, 1 out, and he'll take on Ty France after George Springer had to exit the game with an injury back in the 7th.
Swings, hits it on the ground to third. Muncy scoops it. He's got one throw. He goes to first after a double clutch. He gets the out at first base. France is retired. The other 2 runners both advance. Now 2 in scoring position for Toronto. Second and third, 2 out. Nathan Lucas at the plate. 5-5 in the 8th. Ground ball right back to Sasaki in the glove. He runs to first, underhands to Freeman, and that's the final out of the 8th inning. What a play on the mound from Roki Sasaki. He needed every inch of those long limbs to snare that line drive right back to him. Go-ahead run now on first base for the Blue Jays. Dalton Varsho is the batter, and a dangerous one at that.
You bet.
Varsho rips it, lined off the glove of Freddie Freeman. It bounces into shallow right field. Edman picks it up, going for third, kind of left, and the throw, the tag. He's out! Tommy Edman! What a play! He ran over into shallow right field, slid on the grass to get the ball up and throwing. Kiner Falefa gunned down trying to get from first to third. The bottom of the 9th is coming up next. The Dodgers can win Game 3 when we come back. And they are indeed going to intentionally walk Shohei Ohtani.
So here's the other part of this scenario. You're going to take the bat out of his hands. Well, I just checked. Hoffman, during the regular season, there were 9 attempted stolen bases. 7 of them were safe.
They put the winning run on intentionally to face Mookie Betts, who is 0 for 4 with a strikeout tonight. He is 1 for 11 in the series.
Hoffman to home. There goes Ohtani from first. Pitches a ball, throw to second. Off the bag, he's out! Ohtani got there in time, but fell off the bag. IKF kept the tag, and the gamble by the Dodgers burns him. And I guess the only way to get Shohei Ohtani out tonight was to put him on base, and then you can get him out. What a crazy game Game 3 of the World Series has been. Lifted high down the right field line. Moving forward, Lucas. Moving back, Guerrero. Lucas into foul territory to make the catch, and this game isn't ending yet.
Emmett Sheehan comes out of the Dodger bullpen. Both these managers are having to go to guys that they don't want to go to in a tight game like this, but they have no choice with the bullpens digging deep.
Nathan Lucas is up now. They don't need him to knock in the runner on first and Schneider. Just pass the baton to Vladdy behind him.
And Lucas pulls it down the right field line. It's down into the corner. Fair ball. Teoscar Hernandez digging one out. It's a green light for Schneider. Here's the relay home. Edmonds throw. Smith has it. The tag. He's out! Perfect relay. Teo, Tommy, Will out of the play.
You do have to wonder how much fatigue is starting to set in for Hoffman. He's thrown 32 pitches across an inning and 2/3. At the same time, I don't know how you could take him out here with the game on the line. Single could win it for LA. Tommy Edman is up, first and second, 2 down. Hit off the fists, a pop up to first. Vladdy underneath it, makes the grab. We go to the 11th. Gutsy from Jeff Hoffman. 2 scoreless innings against the meat of the Dodgers order. It's 5-5 in Game 3 of the World Series.
Dalton Varsho 2 for 4 with a walk. His 2 hits are both singles. A ball and 2 strikes. And Sheehan finished the 11th. The pitch on the way. He struck him out. Pumped it by him at 97. One more time, the Dodgers can walk it off.
And Braden Fisher in one of the most difficult spots you can be in. He essentially cannot allow Freddie Freeman to hit a single, or this game is over. A guy with 2,431 career regular season hits and an MVP. Hit high in the air, left field. Straw circling under it. He makes the catch. Braden Fisher with a big bottom of the 11th. And we're staying here all night. On to the 12th we go. 5-5 score.
They're going to put Andres Gimenez on here. Here's another spot with a lack of George Springer. looms massive. An intentional walk to the 9-hitter, which you can watch a full season of baseball and never see happen.
Yeah, I agree.
And now this is going to be the first at-bat for Davis Schneider, who replaced Ty France.
And he hits a swinging bunt to third, waiting on it, Muncy, and an out is called at third. No way. Heineman looked like he was clearly in. He's almost chuckling at the call at third, and the Blue Jays are going to challenge. I'll have to take a look. That looked to me clearly
he's safe.
Clearly.
That is going to do it for Emmett Sheehan, and with the bases loaded in the 12th inning of a World Series game, Clayton Kershaw comes out of the Dodger bullpen.
He has made 40 career postseason appearances. This will be his first in extra innings, if you can believe it, Home. He inherits the bases loaded, 2 outs in the top of the 12th. Game 3 tied at 5. He'll face a left-handed hitting Nathan Lucas. This could be the last time you see Clayton Kershaw on a big league mound.
And the count goes full.
Why wouldn't it? Every scenario wrapped in one game. 3-2, bases loaded.
Kershaw prepares for his 8th pitch to Nathan Lucas. Chopped to the right side of the infield. Edman charging in the glove. Glove flip to Freeman. They got him in time. What a play by Tommy Edman as Clayton Kershaw leaves them loaded.
Teoscar Hernandez up with 2 outs and the bases empty. Lauer's pitch popped up. Back a second. IKF on the grass, calling for it, makes the grab. Inning 13, here we come. 5-5, Blue Jays and Dodgers, Game 3 of the World Series.
Varsho on base, the potential go-ahead run.
And he's got good speed, too.
A 2-out hit batter. So here's Tyler Heineman. This is the first plate appearance of the postseason for Tyler Heineman. A switch-hitting catcher. Swings at the first pitch, and he missed it. High in the air, playable in left center for Pages. He makes the catch, and that's all for the top of the 13th. Bottom of the 13th coming up. Bottom of the order coming up for the Dodgers. A sac bunt to get the winning run 90 feet away with only 1 out.
Roberts back into his bench. Alex Call will come up to hit. Popped up. Backing up Jimenez. He'll make the catch on the dirt. And there are 2 down.
And you can almost guarantee that John Schneider is going to walk Ohtani. You look down there, he's already given those 4 fingers. No, I do it all day long. I don't care. John Schneider doesn't care if this crowd is booing.
Now, it's not like you're bringing up a scrub. Mookie Betts just needs a base hit to win this marathon for the Dodgers. And interestingly, they're going to walk Betts. That's a bet, no pun intended, on Lauer's command. And they'd rather go left on left with Freeman. It's a risk, but the Blue Jays are going to go for it.
Bases loaded, 2 outs in the 13th. Tied at 5.
Hit high, center field. Varsho backpedaling onto the track. He makes the catch. 14th inning coming up. The great escape by Eric Lauer. 5-5, Game 3 of the World Series.
Enriquez has 2 outs in the 14th. Nobody on. Andres Jimenez, the number 9 hitter. The flame-throwing righty needs but 1 more strike. And he got it! Swing and a miss on a slider low. Enriquez pitches a 1-2-3 14th to keep it 5-5. Game 3. Dodgers and Blue Jays still waiting on a winner. Will Smith will be the first one to try against Eric Lauer. And Smith hammers a ball deep into the Monday night. It is caught at the wall. Smith dropped the bat like he knew he got it, but it died on the warning track. Oh my goodness. Will Smith thought he got it. So did we. So did everybody in the stands, but it's out number 1.
Now Rojas tries to hit in Muncy from second. 2 on, 2 out. On the ground at third. Clement ranges left. Gloves. Throws across to first. On a bounce in time. How about 15 innings? We'll be back in a moment. 5-5 Blue Jays and Dodgers.
The last man out of the Dodger bullpen is Will Klein.
5-5. Game 3 still tied in the 15th. 2 outs, Guerrero in first. Klein to Kiner Falefa. It is strike 3 at the knees. Turned him into a statue with a fastball at 98. 14 and a half innings are done. Will the bottom of the 15th be the finale? 4 straight intentional walks issued by Toronto to Ohtani, who has reached 8 times, all 8 times tonight. double, homer, double, homer. Intentional walk, intentional walk, intentional walk, intentional walk. You get the idea.
2 outs. Bottom of the 15th and a runner on first. Freddie Freeman up to the plate. His second time facing Lauer in this game. Freeman drills it left center. Running back Varsho to the warning track, makes the catch. Slamming into the wall as he made the play. Dalton Varsho and Eric Lauer send us to an improbable 16th inning.
2 outs, bases empty, top of the 16th, tied at 5. 2 strikes on the hitter. The pitcher working hard on the mound. His 35th pitch, an 0-2. He struck him out. Got him swinging at a sweeper. Bottom of the 16th. So the first 2 strikeouts for Lauer, who has now worked into his 5th inning.
Teoscar Hernandez is the hitter in the pitch. Hit high in the air right center. Varsho back, looking for the wall, on the track, makes the catch. Let's go to 17. 4 strikeouts in 2 2/3 for Will Klein. Davis Schneider up and the pitch.
Line right back to Klein, into his glove. 17. Will Klein handles the hot shot off the bat of Schneider and pitches a 1-2-3 inning.
First and second now with 2 outs. And it's another opportunity for Mookie Betts, who has had a lot of them in this game, to try and win it for the Dodgers.
And now Brendan Little has to lock back in. Mookie Betts, the premier hitters in this league, as we know.
Popped up. First base foul. Vladdy over the chalk, makes the grab. How about we tie the major league record in a World Series and go to the 18th?
Mark says, Doc, he's ready. How could he possibly be? But Yoshinobu Yamamoto says that he is. Decision for Dave Roberts is Will Klein to continue. Twice as many innings, twice as many pitches as he's ever done. 2 on, 2 out, Tyler Heineman, the backup catcher. 72nd pitch for a guy who had never thrown more than 30. Unbelievable stuff from Will Klein! Will Klein lets out a roar in Dodger Stadium, gives it right back to him. 4 heroic innings out of the bullpen for Will Klein. Keeps the game tied at 5, going to the bottom of the 18th inning. 3, 4, and 5 due up for the Dodgers. 5-5, both teams with 5 runs and 15 hits. The Blue Jays have stranded 19, the Dodgers 18. Freddie Freeman leading off against the lefty Brendan Little. They've played 2. The Dodgers want to finish it right here. Freeman sends a fly ball to center field. Varsho's going back before the clock strikes midnight. Freddie Freeman has ended it. It's a repeat hero with the last word on a Game 3 classic. Freddie Freeman, Mr. World Series, ends the marathon at midnight. He is mobbed at home plate as the Dodgers walk it off in the bottom of the 18th inning. 6-5 the final to grab a 2-1 series lead.
You want drama? Come to Dodger Stadium.
Freddie Freeman let one fly to dead center field, and he sends everybody home.